It's definitely better than the laptop. Let's see. Hey, what's up? Got Ed and Pyro Owl in here. Holy cow, the picture does look way better. Let's see, trying to. Let's see, you gotta try to center this now. Let's see here. I got the speaker turned. I got the speaker turned on 20%. Hey, what's up, Grant McIntosh, Thomas, Rollis, Baduga? That's way better, guys. It's this is a C270 high def webcam. It says 30 frames per second, 720p. They have this one, or there's a better one, which is 1080, which is $50, I believe. But I think this one is pretty good. Yeah, exactly. Let's see. I gotta see if I can figure out how to get this. There we go. I'm trying to straighten it out so I can see the fish tank. It's cricket on my stand here. What's up, Baduga, Ed, Grant McIntosh? Wait till you guys see the stuff we got coming. Grant McIntosh stuff you're gonna love. We're bringing back the live feedings on Saturdays. Now, the best part about this camera, guys, is before you guys remember, I've been using my laptop, and it's been a pain in the butt. So the best part about this, guys, is you're going to be able to get a better view of the feedings, the live feedings, because I can move the camera around. So that's kind of what I'm leaning towards with this camera here. Better picture quality, so everybody can see things better, and then also with the live feedings, they'll be able to see the live feedings better as well. What's up, Rodney? Oh yeah, they're definitely happy to hear that. We have some other mini monsters as well that we've included in the RC CRAY-Z monster fish family. Hey, what's up, little O? That's fine. Thanks for stopping in. We're just testing out this camera we got here. We had to upgrade a little bit because it wasn't as mobile and wasn't, let's see. The picture wasn't as good, and we were having a hard time trying to do the live feedings with it and whatnot. Let's see. Oh, yeah, let's see. I'm going to turn the fish tank light on, and then because I can bring the laptop into the other room with me, and then I can use the camera to maneuver around so we can get a better view of the fish and stuff. So that's kind of like the goal I'm trying to work with here. That's the goal I'm trying to accomplish. Exactly, Ed. Thanks for that. Let's see. Okay. And don't forget to smash that thumbs up if you like what you see. Okay. All right. Baduga. All right. Let's see. What? Yes. There you go. Can you guys hear me okay? Watch out. All right, you guys see this? Do you guys see this right here? The audio sounds good, 616? You see what I see, guys? You see what this means? Thanks, Rodney. This means that Garth's tank is in the makings. Garth's new pond is in the makings. Yeah. I got most of the stuff. I need to start building Garth's new setup. And so we got some long-term goals here coming up there. Yeah, exactly, Grant. I was hoping you're in here, Grant, so you can pay attention. I'm setting up a monster fish pond down in the basement. I'm building it. I'm getting all the stuff together I need to build it. I've been saying it for a long time. I've been talking about getting Garth a new setup, a new pond, because he's outgrowing the 130-gallon tank. So what the goal is hopefully we moved in sometime in the next couple weeks. I'm going to explain to you guys what the long-term goal is for this project. To build the pond, I'm trying to downsize all the tanks I got. I got like 5 tanks running. I'm trying to downsize to 2 large ones instead of all the little ones. Thanks, Starcop. And so the first one to get a facelift is going to be the Gar's tank. He's going downstairs and going to make it's either 4 or 450-gallon fish tank by the time I'm done with it. And that's what the heaters are for. I got spray foam insulation because I'm going to use that around the whole outside of the frame, so that way I don't lose any heat. And then I'll be putting a lid on it, so that way I don't lose any heat and whatnot. And then what I'm planning to do is getting water, is submersible cameras to put down in the ponds. Not yet, Starcop. Yes, Indigo, there will be swimming allowed in this pond. So the long-term goal is I want to be able to view the fish from the house. So I'd be working on submersible cameras so we can watch the fish, either streaming it or just so I can see it anytime I want to. I can turn my TV on and watch them. I'm going to put a submersible camera out in the koi pond outside, so that way we can watch the fish out there. And then I'm going to put a regular security camera above it so we can watch above the pond. So those are long-term goals. And then the 130-gallon tank that all the koi and all the goldfish are in, that's going to get tore apart because it's over 15 years old. The silicone is like falling apart on the inside, and it's probably not going to hold water much longer. So in order for Mrs. RC to get her living room back, I'm going to tear that tank apart and build a different tank for the wintertime for the koi, which would be a bigger tank, and I'm going to use one of the glass panels as a viewing panel. And I'll make like a plywood tank out of it, make it like maybe 7 feet wide by 4 feet. Let's see, 7 feet long by 4 feet wide by like 20 inches deep or something like that with the viewing panel. So, so we have some future projects ahead of us, but the goal is to downsize from having so many tanks, so many little ones, to just 2 major ones, and that's it. Get Amcrest up camera, great for home security. Is it submersible 616? I've been looking for the past 3 or 4 days for submersible security cameras, and it's very, very hard because nobody does it. I even went and talked to professional security people, and they just look at me like I have 3 heads or something. They have no clue what I'm talking about. Yeah, I've seen that, Pyro. Yeah, that thing is huge. I actually looked into that last year. The only problem with it is you only get like a 4 or 4.5 minute fly time. That's it. Yeah, it looks like a pretty nice helicopter, but the fly time on it wasn't the greatest. The camera's lagging. I'll pause that then. Yeah, there's a difference though. 616, is it waterproof or is it submersible? Uh-oh. What's going on? Lost video, hon. I lost video. What is everybody using the internet? Did it crash or something? There's no picture now. That's probably because it's a lag. Oh, you can see me? Well, what the heck is going on here? Hold on, let me check Google Hang. Hey, oh, Google Hangouts is going, but there's no picture. That's weird. This makes no sense.
Unplug and plug it back in.
Plug what?
The camera.
No, you're saying that everybody's seen me, but this is what it's showing.
Yeah, unplug it and plug it back in.
Yeah, but can you do that?
Yeah, because you got the Google Hangout hooked up on the.
Plugged it. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
You had your camera off.
No, because I unplugged it.
Yeah, well.
Oh, it just didn't turn back on again?
Yeah.
See, it's still.
This is just.
Yeah, so that doesn't matter?
Page. No.
Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, I'll watch this then. Okay, guys, we're okay.
Yeah, see this, this is what you have to worry about right here.
Yep, that's fine. But I just wanted to be able to make sure that it didn't disconnect. Some weird thing happened. It says an error occurred. Please try again later. Blah, blah, blah. So anyways. So yeah, where's 616 go? Okay. All right, so everything's fine now? Okay, Ed says we're back. Drone Wolf, thumbs up. Okay, cool. All right, guys. So yeah, that's kind of the goal. I'm looking for submersible security cameras because I want to put one down in Garth's tank so we can watch him, and then another one inside the koi pond underwater, and then one above the koi pond so I can have like a security view with the 4 different pictures on the screen, and I can watch them. You refresh your browser? Gotcha. I'm not sure if you can do that with this one or not. Let's see. I'll try it.
With the chat one, you can.
Okay. Yay, it worked, guys. I can see me again. All right, cool. So I think that'd be cool. And then like I could set up a camera to view on the security videos like while I'm streaming, so you guys can watch that or whatnot. There's all kinds of possibilities. But thank you very much, StarCop. Yeah, it's a good idea, Thomas. I'm not sure if I can do that because I'm using a liner, but I could probably do that with the plywood one because I'll be putting a glass on it. The plywood koi tank. The goal is to have that done before next winter, so that way when I bring the koi in, they have a place to go in the basement. I'm not sure if I'm going to need to Indigo because the koi pond will be outside, but there will definitely. I have a big 8 foot long double tubed fluorescent lights that are going to go on top of the koi pond down in the basement. So it should light it up pretty good inside there. It should. But if need be, then I could probably add underwater light, though. If I need to, then I will. So the goal is to get this tank out of here and get the tank in the living room out of here so Mrs. RC has her living room back. And then I can start building the shelves for all the RCs on that wall. So that's kind of the idea, is to get rid of, on on with the new, out with the old kind of thing. There you go, Pyro Owl. I thought about the same thing too. But yeah, that for that size helicopter, that'd be awesome if you get like at least 10 or 15 minutes out of it. Hey, what's up, Jim? Hey, what's up, Joyce? McGuire, we're testing out this new camera that I got. It's a webcam. It definitely looks better than the laptop one. Also, the whole point behind it too is I can pick it up and move it around. So when we're doing the live feedings, I can get better views. I can get better views of the fish with it. But yeah, I have some other mini monsters, some new introduced mini monsters to the RC Crazy Monster crew, but I can't show you guys yet because the video hasn't come out yet. Introducing the new mini monsters. I did tomorrow's video that comes out is the one I made. I did because I knew Bob Biker would like it. He's into the exotic pets and stuff, and the pet store we went to has lots of exotic pets in it. Lots of exotic like snakes, lizards, alligators, fish, everything you think of. The suspense is killing you, Grant. That comes out tomorrow. I wish I could send you. I just did a live, or I didn't do a live. I did a feeding video earlier, Grant. That's gonna be part of whatever episode I come together. Hey, what's up, Jamaica girl? Thank you very much for stopping in. We're just testing out this web camera to see how it sounds, if it sounds better, to see how it looks, if it looks better. Also, it's mobile a little bit, so I can actually move it around and show the fish better. I think it's soldered into it somehow, Pyro. What's up, Lover Guns? So yeah, so far this actually looks really good. I'm looking at it through my computer, and I'm looking at it through my phone right now. And I'd say this is definitely an upgrade in what it was. It's not the greatest, but it's 720, and it's what do you call it? It's 30 frames per second, and which is weird because the 1080p is 30 frames per second as well. I don't get how that's even more high def, but it is somehow. Hey, Rattle Trap Fishing. Hey, you just missed the announcement. I started collecting everything I need to get to build the monster pond down in the basement for my alligator gar and my other new mini monsters I'll be introducing soon. It's a big difference, Baduga. All right, that's good to hear. So yeah, I'm building a big monster pond, like 450-gallon pond for the alligator gar. It's going to be, I'm not totally 100% yet, but it's either going to be 5 foot by 8 or 6 foot by 8, and then it's only going to be like 15 inches deep because that's all you really need. They don't really need the depth. They need to be able to turn around more than they need to be able to dive down. They'll be fine because this is only, I think, like 18 inches tall or 21 inches tall, so it's not that far away from 15. All right, Pyro, that'd be cool. And then the other thing I was talking about as well, Rattle Trap, is I'm going to be putting in submersible cameras in the koi pond outside, and then a submersible camera in the alligator gar pond. Indigo knows. But you didn't get to see the feeding, Indigo. We just fed him earlier, and it was a massacre. And I know how much some of you guys like the live feeding, so we're gonna try to bring that back on Saturdays. We'll try it, but the live feeders right now are insane in price. I can't wait till I can start catching my own feeders again. Yeah, last summer was a big hit. We did the live feeding with the alligator gar. We were feeding him like 6-inch long minnows. He was eating like 3 of them at a time. I don't know. I kind of want to do it now because I could bring the laptop over there and show you guys, but I don't know if I should ruin the surprise or not. Because I'm dying to show you guys the new mini monsters. I'm just trying to figure out how to. I was thinking about introducing them Saturday night during the live stream. Is what I was doing, because that's when the next feeding will be, and I'll be able to do a live feeding. Because I already did a live feeding today, so it'd be kind of, the suspense wouldn't be there if I were to show you guys today, as much as it would be on Saturday night. So maybe I'll just wait till Saturday night to introduce them to you. Because tomorrow, our pet store video, you want to see? Tomorrow, our pet shop video comes out tomorrow. It's already uploaded. It's in the scheduling to come out for tomorrow at 6. Yeah, this is just a test, Paducah. Hey, what's up, PD Tech? Hey, that's awesome. Wait till you, hey, PD Tech, that's awesome because, hey, how's the picture quality look with this new camera? That's awesome because if you watch Saturday's live stream, I got fish for Garth. I got them in a tank. They're in quarantine right now, and they all look healthy. So they're gonna get fed to Garth Saturday, and then I have a bunch of feeders for the new mini monsters, which I'll be introducing to you guys on Saturday. Let's see. That would be, there's a 3.7. It's like a 500 mAh 3.7 battery, something similar to that. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a 3. It is a 3.7 volt lipo, and what the heck was that? A 500 milliamp battery. I don't think it's a 2-cell pyro. I could be wrong, but I don't. Maybe it is. Oh, really? Indigo. That would be. Oh, who made the battery or who made the airplane? Because the battery didn't come with the airplane. It was just a drone battery. What was it? This was a great deal, guys. I got this, I want to say, for $60, I think. It's a mini train star by Volitex. Oh, the battery goes to the first one right here. The battery came with the Force One Blue Jay. It is. Yeah, I'm going to show you guys. I can actually show you guys on this one. It is a 3.7 volt, 500 milliamp, 30C, 1.85 watt LiPo battery. Can you guys see it? I don't know if you guys can see it or not. I don't know how you make it so you can see it. I guess there's no autofocus. There's, I think there's supposed to be autofocus in this. Yes, I've flown at PD Tech. I've flown it a lot. What the heck is going on here? I can't. Does this have autofocus on? No, I don't think this is autofocus.
Someone's being a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I believe it's one cell, Ed. Hey, monster. Let's see. Trying to slowly put it in so you can see it. I don't know how well you guys can see it.
Bye, Rodney.
Yeah, apparently this camera doesn't have focus on it or close-up focus.
Well, you do.
So I'm guessing it's for like a farther distance. Hey, thanks for stopping by, Rodney. We appreciate the support. All right, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I don't think it focuses, Ed. I think it's already set for like a 5-foot radius, maybe. Anyways, it's a 3.7, 500 milliamp, 30C, 1.85 watt or WH LiPo battery, whatever that is, 1.85 WH. And it's made by Udirc Toys Company, UDIRC Toys Company. Okay, gotcha, 616. Because I saw one with autofocus, and I thought I grabbed it, but I guess not.
No, that was
It was the other one because it was the same exact one as this, but it said autofocus on it.
Yeah, that was the other one.
Well, this is okay for now, anyways.
Settings also.
Yeah, supposedly in the video it said you can adjust the focus like manually somehow. All right, thanks, Grant, for hanging out. Don't forget Saturday's live feeding. It'll be after the shout outs. I mean, you could always come back and watch it the next day or whatever when you get a chance. But if you wanted to see it live, that'd be the time to do it. It'll probably be feeding time, around 7 o'clock, I imagine, somewhere around that time frame. Wait, and then another video I've been working on is this action camera I got. I got a new action camera for $40 on Amazon, and it's been great so far. I'm not going to tell you the tests I put it through. You have to see in the video. All right, Pyro. Yeah, that'd be cool, Pyro. That'd be awesome. I got to go to just stop it. All right, Joyce, thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate it. Yeah, there's old Garth there. He's starting to swim around. Huh? Garth?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I was over there. I was putting my speaker up and
I'm trying to think. So yeah, that's about it as far as I can. The yaw controls on the right stick. Super weird after flying only quads. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I was doing that when I was flying around inside the house. It took a minute to get adjusted to steering like that again. See, let's see, past few days, I've been looking into the drone that StarCop sent me. I've been looking in trying to figure out a transmitter for that, and I've just been trying to study it out. I think I've decided on a transmitter. I'm trying to think what else. The little heli I have, the yaw control is on the right stick. Super weird. Yeah, exactly. Indigo. Yeah. A V911. Can you fly across the country, Baduga, with it? Hook it onto your. Hey, what's up, fireman? Hook it onto your car and fly over the lake. Thanks very much, Fishy Angler. I don't know how long you've been in here before, but I've been talking about the pond I'm building for Garth back there. The gar. I have an alligator gar. You can see him swimming behind me. We got it's a C270 high def webcam from Walmart. And I got it. Just got in. All right, cool. So I'll catch you up on things. We have so anyways, I was just showing everybody the heaters I got because it's gonna be I calculated out it's gonna be between 400 and 450 gallons. So I got all these heaters. And I got all the wood except for I got to pick up a couple of OSB. I got pick up a couple sheets of OSB. I got all the wood down in the basement right now for this build. Yeah, that's awesome, Pyro. And it's going to be insulated. I got spray foam insulation for the outside. The frame, the frame it when I frame it out, so it keeps all the heat inside. And then I got stuff for the lid. I'm going to be making a lid, so all the heat stays inside. And then I'm going to be doing submersible cameras. I'm going to be doing a submersible camera in that pond, and then I'm going to do a submersible camera in the koi pond, and then a security camera above the koi pond so I can watch everything. So we can enjoy watching the fish swimming around from inside the house, like on the TV and stuff. And then the new surprise is we picked up some new mini monsters that are eventually going to go in the pond with the alligator gar and the Oscar right there. Once they get big enough, but I'm not going to reveal them until Saturday when I do a live feeding. So if you like watching live feeding with the fish, stay tuned after the shout outs on Saturdays for that, because we're going to be doing a live feeding this Saturday. The pond that I make for the alligator gar is going to be in the basement because I live in New York and I can't have it outside because it'll die because it'll get too cold. The koi pond is outside, and I set it up every spring, put the koi in it, and then I bring the koi in the fall time. Yeah, it's going to be awesome, fireman food. I'm going to put I'm going to have two submersible cameras. I'm going to have one submersible camera in the koi pond and one submersible camera in the alligator gar pond, so I can watch them from upstairs. I go live usually around 5:30, 6 o'clock on Saturdays, 616. V991. Yeah, it's a not finished basement. It gets really cold. That's why I'm doing the that's why I got the spray foam insulation to the outside of it. Once I frame it in, then I'll be able to spray the insulation foam between the joists around the whole thing, so that way all the heat will stay inside the pond, and then the cold will stay out. But anyways, it's going to be, I haven't totally decided yet, but it's going to be either 5 feet by 8 feet or 6 feet by 8 feet, and then 15 inches deep. I kind of like to go 6 foot by 8 foot, just because then I wouldn't have to build another one in like 10 years or whatever. And I'm trying to so it'd be cool to be able to watch the fish, because this is the main reason is it's difficult to go down into the basement to watch the fish. That's why I was thinking the submersible security camera for that. And then, all right, Bucky, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for stopping by. And then with the koi, I'm doing a submersible camera so I can watch them swim. And then I'm doing another camera that'll be over the top of them, because the koi I have, when I take them outside, they get scared. It drives me nuts because you can't see anything. They're always hiding the whole entire year. Like, as soon as you feed them, you got to wait. You have to walk away and wait 10 minutes, and then they come out and then they eat. And it drives me nuts because I can't ever get close to watch them. So that's the whole point behind it, is to have the camera set up so I can just watch them whenever I want, and then they could be, swimming around there naturally and not have to worry about me walking by. It drives me nuts. These are the only koi I've ever met where they hide as soon as you go near the pond. It makes no sense. Yeah, next week, Pyro. I'm gonna start working on the alligator gar pond next week, because hopefully I'll have time Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, because it looks like it's gonna be cold out, so I won't be working. So I'll get it framed out next week, and then I'm waiting for the liner to come in. I'm using a liner because I don't really have a lot of time to get the marine paint and do it the way I wanted to do it. Hey, that's cool, Fireman. No problem. And we do the shout outs on Saturdays, and then we'll be doing the live fish feeding. We'll be feeding these guys live, and then I have live feeders for the new mini monsters I'm introducing to you guys. You think so, Indigo? Hey, what's up, Asgard Studios? We're testing out this camera. So far, it's been good. Everybody says it sounds good. It looks good. I can definitely tell it's an improvement from the laptop camera. Look at the Oscar and the Gar. Yeah, I hope not, Pyro. That would suck. Hey, thank you, Asgard. Yeah, I was hoping to be able to get a better camera. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, because I've been waiting for him to leave a comment so I can comment back. Because I've been excited about the new mini monsters. He's going to absolutely love them when he sees them. So the goal is to be able to put all the monsters into the pond down in the basement after they grow out. That's awesome, Ed. Yeah, I was hoping. Hey, fishy angler, you don't got a toolbox, or you don't have your hammer with you. Looks like you need a tool belt. Here you go. Who else was in here without a tool belt? And the only thing I ask is you guys whack those trolls. They're just fishy anglers so far. Oh, Lily's mad about something. Oh, somebody ate all the noodles. All right, Fireman, thanks for stopping in. We appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, after this pond is built and I get the camera set up in there, it's going to be great. I'll be able to watch the alligator gar from up here, and it'll be like he never left the room. And then same with the koi pond. I'll be able to watch my koi just sitting in here or wherever I set up a TV. That'd be cool to see him on my. I have a 65-inch TV, so that'd be pretty cool to see him on that. Okay, fishy, that's okay. Yeah, the only ones that don't get moderated here are the trolls, unless you're a good troll. We have a good troll that comes in here once in a while. Yeah, it's open. The other Asgardian brother would be coming in here. He might be at work though. Asgardian Adventures. I've been pretty excited. I've been wanting to tell him. I just haven't seen him. He doesn't go live anymore. And I didn't want to tell him in a comment because I didn't want to spoil it for anybody else that knows. uh, yeah, he'll be excited when he sees the new mini monsters. Yeah, he said he was taking a break, but he did say he was going to be uploading some edited videos. So I have been watching those from him. The last one he caught I think 3 or 4 pike. The last video I seen of his that he posted, and then he caught one of those the redfin perches. I guess I guess another thing too is I originally planned on doing some trivia giveaways, have some fun with that, but I guess with these new laws or rules that are out, then I guess we're not gonna be able to. No, I never even heard of that, Pyro. Did he catch the big one yet, Fishy? Because I know there's the big one went after one of the ones that he caught. Oh, okay, yeah, your survival videos, Asgard. I never heard of uh, Dr. Pepper beans, or what does it say? Yeah, Dr. Pepper baked beans. Never heard of that. That's pretty cool, though. You got a good one, yeah. I'm not sure. I think I've seen all of his videos. I'm not sure if I've seen if he's came out with a new one since. The last one I saw, he caught. I think he caught 3 pike and then 1 perch. That's the last video of his I saw. Cutting down trees. Hey, monster. Yeah, exactly. If he farts that smell like Dr. Pepperhead, is that what it is? Okay, okay, so this is also this laptop is wireless. So the connection to the laptop is wireless. So this is streaming the picture wirelessly. So that's not too bad. Yeah, that's what tomorrow's episode is. It's going to be about Fishy Angler. Make sure you check that out tomorrow. We went to an exotic pet store. Lots and lots of fish in there. Lots of snakes, lizards, you name it. It was in there. Spiders, turtles, um, all kinds of fish. They have fish from all different. They probably got like 300 different types of fish, all different sizes, all different shapes, and it was just amazing going there. I mean, this time around they didn't have very many of the reptile section. Usually they got reptiles in all the tanks, but there's probably 10 tanks that were empty. So my guess is they were already sold out or something. And then like some people, they may watch the video and be like, "Oh, those tanks are too crowded. There's too many fish in there." Blah blah blah. Well, this is the thing: is these guys, they're so popular that their fish sells quick. So there might be 50 fish in there in one day, but by the next day they're all gone. Like that's how often they renew their fish and people buy them all the time. That's what the crazy thing is. And there's all different sizes. Like you can buy little bitty baby Oscars, or you can buy huge like 10-year-old Oscars from there. Or like they last year they had alligator gars the same size as mine, maybe a little bit bigger. And then they had little baby ones. Same with it. Same with the catfish. They got catfish, the little baby ones, and then they have some big ones, and so they got all different sizes and shapes of everything there. It's like a mini zoo. So if you have kids, yeah, exactly. That's one of the reasons why I'm. Hey, what's up, Brian? Oh, I'm sorry, Brian. That's why we're working on building the bigger pond for the alligator gar I got, because he's already outgrown this tank and he needs an upgrade. They're illegal in New York. You can't own a snakehead in New York, which sucks because I wanted one. I already looked into it last year. You can't have any snakeheads, not even as a pet. You can't even get a permit for them. They're like banned from New York, which makes no sense because they're like a warm water fish. So you'd think that because New York has cold winters, they would die off and they'd allow them, but they don't. They won't die fishy. You do a lot of salt. See, I don't know a whole lot about saltwater. We tried doing saltwater. We did it for about a year, and it was on a low budget income. It was kind of almost impossible to have a tank. So if I ever did it, because I went as big as a 75-gallon saltwater, and the maintenance on it was insane. So if I were to ever do it again, I would only stick with corals, and that's it. Just get a 30-gallon tank and put corals in it, and that's it. I mean, and probably some crabs in there, like a cleaning crew, and that'd be about it. No fish. Once you add fish, then it's a whole new ball game. Snakeheads are illegal in New York. I already looked into it, Pyro. That's what we were talking about. Unless somebody said that they aren't, because I already tried. You can't even get a permit for them. I looked into it last year. I saw some really pretty snakeheads I wanted to get. Yeah, I won't do anything but corals now. Once you add fish, it's a whole new ball game. Oh, let's see. I think on the 75 it was just a normal Canon style. Trying to think. I'd have to go back in my videos and look. I had probably the same kind as what I got here, but bigger, or two of them, or something like that. And then I had the UV filter in there, and it sucked because I had to make my own salt water. Now, if I would have been able to buy the already made salt water, then that would have been easier. But to do water changes on it and make your own salt was insane. It was the biggest pain in the butt about the whole entire thing. That and checking the levels every day. And once a fish died, that was it. Your whole tank was shot. Yeah, see, mine wasn't big enough to have a protein skimmer. I never really got any protein build up on the top. Just a little tiny bit, not a whole lot. I had to use took care of a lot of the problems I had when I first started. And what's crazy is I set up a 20-gallon saltwater. Yeah, exactly. Um, I had a 20-gallon saltwater tank I set up, and then I forgot about it for like 3 months. I just left it alone, let it run its course, and then after like 3 or 4 months, I put in some horseshoe or some hermit crabs, and then a couple months later, I added like a what the heck was it? I think I put a clownfish in there. We kept it really small. We didn't. I think we had a couple of damsels, and then a clownfish, and that was basically it. And it did great. I did like a 5-gallon water change once every couple weeks. It was fine. And then once I seeded a 75-gallon out of it and started over again. Oh, gotcha. Back from the salt or back from the sky. And then once I set up the 75-gallon, that's when I had nothing but problems. Like we waited after because I seeded it. I put all the sand from the 20-gallon in the tank. I put all the water from the 20-gallon in the tank. I put the same filter that was in the 20-gallon in the 75-gallon as well as the new filter. So that way the bacteria that was already in that filter would start growing in the new one. And we waited to add more fish, and like it did fine with all the little stuff in there, but then like we went to start adding other fish a month later, and then we had problems. So it just went downhill from there. So I never did get to add any coral in there. Yeah, we had a couple of those, and then we had the clownfish. So yeah, and then we tried a starfish, and then that died like the next day. So that sucked. So eventually, we just stopped buying fish. We stopped running it, and then we just tore it down. And then I went back to using it as a freshwater. It was it was one of the big ones I have on the back of there. It was either one of those or two of them. I can't remember. But I left the little one on there for like a month or more because they had all the good beneficial bacteria in it when I seeded it. And then after I took that filter out, I put the filter from it inside the new filter to grow the bacteria into the new filters. So it should have worked, but it didn't. Exactly, Thomas. That's when you're in a low budget income, the salt water is not the way to go. I I, I have I have the two. I don't know what they're called. I haven't checked them in so long. Yeah, that's a good one. Back from the sky. Yeah, I can't see the names of them right now. They're really big power heads. And we had African cichlids years ago when I first started. The first things I bought the 75-gallon fish tank. Actually, I take that back. I bought a 55-gallon fish tank. Realized it was too small, and then I bought a 75-gallon. And the 75-gallon, I bought a couple Oscars and a Placosmus, which I had the Placosmus for almost 10 years. That one just died last year. And let's see. A couple Oscars, the Placosmus, and a clown knife fish. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, there's the fireworks are slowly becoming legalized here in New York. We're like the only county in the whole entire state where it's still illegal. Everywhere else, and we're in the country. Not any laws yet, Pyro. Not that they're enforcing. And triggerfish and things, those are cool. Those are in the video back from Sky tomorrow. I showed the saltwater section as well. Yeah, I have a 125 and a 130. I just don't remember which one's which. One of them is like a couple inches wider than the other one. I can't remember which one is what. I think this is the bigger one. The one in the living room, I think, is smaller by like 5 gallons. No, I don't have I don't have an under gravel filter. The filter, I'm going to be making a filter down in the basement for the 400-gallon pond. Kind of the same similar concept as when I build the when I set the koi pond up every year. Yeah, you can do it here, Indigo. You're allowed to here. Yeah, I haven't used an under gravel filter in years. That's like old school. Yeah, the filters I got on there are huge. Yet they you have to put the two blue filters in them. They're really huge. I can't remember what size they are. Hold on, let me see because I got 2 of them on this one and I got 2 of them on the koi tank. All right. I got a lid. This one says it's a Penguin Bio Wheel 350. It's the big ones, the big boys. Hey, what's up, Axio? The chair looks great. I don't think so. Back from the sky. It says Penguin Big Wheel or Bio Wheel 350. I got 2 of these on each tank. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's see. Go Team Red. Thomas Gerdes, hello. I remember just a few years ago someone was arrested for selling sparklers at a gas station. Yeah, they're actually legal now, Pyro. You can get fireworks in New York now everywhere except for the county I'm in, which is silly. Hey, what's up, Alex? I was watching your videos this morning. Funny as usual. Doing good. What's up, RD FPV? How's it going, Ryan? Let's see if I missed anything. Where did Back from the Sky go? Rinse. Yeah, that's what I was just looking at them back from the sky and they looked like they need a rinse. What I do is when I do the water changes, I fill up a 5-gallon bucket and then I rinse the filters out in the bucket. That way I'm not rinsing the bacteria out. But I'm going to show you. I bought out all the scrubby plastic scrubby pads from Dollar Tree the other day. These are going to go in the new filter I built for the new gar pond down in the basement. Doing great, Ryan. So yeah, I have a video. Well, I have lots of videos back from the sky. If you go and check out my RC CRAY-Z Swimmers videos list, you can see how I build my koi pond and I build my koi pond filter. Tiff is on the phone. I think she's talking to her sister on the phone. And I explain everything in the videos when I set up the koi pond last year. Yeah. And then I got, like I said, I got these because I'm going to be doing a trickle system kind of thing. The water is going to go in. I'm going to get one of those, the 3 shelf plastic containers. The top one is going to have my cotton in it. The middle one is going to be full of charcoal. Then the bottom is going to be full of these to grow the bacteria on. And then the water is going to be pumped back into the pond from the basin. Hey, hey, Alex, your videos are great. Your channel needs to be 20 times bigger, Alex, because they're hilarious. All right, Indigo, thanks for hanging out with us, brother. Appreciate it. Every time I watch your videos, Alex, I just laugh my butt off the whole time. Because I can't tell if you're being serious or not half the time. I mean, sometimes you are, obviously, but other times you're just being silly. And that's the funny part of it, is because it's all like natural, you know? No, I don't have ultraviolet light for them, but my water is crystal clear in the summertime. Except for when I have an algae bloom. Then it takes a couple days, the filtering. The only thing I've ever used a UV filter for is the salt water. What I do is I put a lot of plants in the pond, and that helps to keep the balance of everything. So the ammonia levels don't go out of whack and all that crap. I actually I have an ivy that I grow in on top of the filter, and the roots go down in the water, and then that helps to feed the plants. And then plastic hair rollers. Well, I know that. Well, one thing I've heard, but I don't know how true it is. For some reason, somebody I read somewhere said it takes like 2 years to grow any bacteria on plastic, which makes no sense because I've never had any problems with any of the filters I've built with these things. They've always done great. My pond always looks great, except for when I have an algae bloom. Yeah, every time I have algae bloom, it sucks. And I don't ever scrape off any of the algae off the inside of the liner either. I let it grow. Because the koi eat it, they love it. I don't know. I've had good luck with them. That's how I always build. Whenever I build a filter, it's how I always build it, and I have good luck with it. I did want to try the lava rocks though, but I didn't want to mess them because you got to wash them off first. I don't have a hose in the wintertime. Yeah, last year I had water lilies. Um, let's see. I had water lettuce and the what do you call those? We tried saving them, but they died. Crap! I can't even think of it. The water hyacinth. I want to say. All right, 616. Thanks for hanging out with us, brother. Appreciate the support. Yeah, I think they were the water hyacinth. We had the water lettuce and the water. Yeah, I got a bottle of that specifically for the gar pond to help boost that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the filters out of this. I'm actually going to put them in the new filter when I build it. Really, that's crazy, Ed. Well, they allow them up here because they die in the winter. Oh, really, Ed? Ah, okay, I see. Yeah, they took over my pond last year, which is nice. I buy like 6 or 8 of them every year. The first year, the koi ate them all before they could grow. But last year, I put some in. I grew some in the filter, and then all the babies, because they would start to grow and split. I'd break the babies off and then put them in the filter so that they would grow. When those grew babies on them, I would split them again. Oh, really? That sucks. Yeah, they make for great cover up here for the koi pond. I saved. I tried saving them. Like we had them for I would say a month and a half, and then all of a sudden they just started rotting. They were doing good, and then they just died. Must be it got too cold in the house or something. Is my guess. Hey, what's up, Mangled Nerdy? How's it going? Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest problem. As soon as I set the pond up, within 2 weeks it has like an algae bloom. It's insane. It drives me nuts because it looks like crap. Then I gotta put like then I put the hoses. Well, I put them in a pot. When we use all the videos, I put them in a pot and then I put the hose into the cotton and then I rinse the cotton out a couple times a day. And that's a good idea. Back from the sky. That way I can get them ahead of time started. That's what I got. Let's see right here. This is how I do it. Back from the sky. Uh, I have a video where I tell in description everything that I do. I put my cotton in here. I put my charcoal in here. I put my bio balls or whatever balls I got in the third one. This is gonna the one I'm doing this time is gonna be set up a little different than the way I did the koi pond one. Oh yeah, definitely. So are you a water change like weekly or a water change monthly kind of guy? There's some people out there that get lazy. That's how I was at first when I first started doing fish. I didn't realize you're supposed to do a water change, so I only did a water change like every 6 months. Now I do them every week. I do like a 25% water change on the tanks every week. And because I used to have all kinds of problems, and I always wondered why, and that was why because I never did the water changes. And then once I learned about the water changes, then I didn't have any more problems with my fish. That and also not adding new fish, quarantining them, and all that good stuff pays off. I'm one of the ones that learned the hard way. I've been doing this for about 15 years now, between 12 and 15. I can't remember exactly, but I've been into it my whole life because my mom, my stepdad, they had a big, huge, like 100-gallon fish tank with Oscars in it all the time. We always had at least 2 monster fish tanks going growing up as a kid. But I never learned how to do any of it until I got out on my own and started doing it on my own. A lot of trial and error, unfortunately. But now, I mean, you'll see if you hang around in the summer. My pond does great. It's usually crystal clear, and my fish are always happy and healthy. I'm not understanding what you're saying. If you take if you take it dirty filters and throw it into the dirty fish tank water and clean them because you want to keep the bacteria. Now this is what I do is as I put water that's from the tank into a 5-gallon bucket. That way it's the same water, and then I put the filters in the bucket, and then I take my hand and I just rub the poop off, and then I put it back. Yeah, I got the pantyhose for the charcoal back from the sky. That's what I do for I don't have that in this bag. I have that in the pantry with the charcoal, the activated charcoal, and the all the rest of the stuff I have. It's in the pantry. I have the pantyhose I bought last year for when I used it in the koi pond. I do every week. I do a 25% water change on the tanks, and I don't put any decorations in because the large fish can get hurt on them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know. Back from the sky. This isn't my first rodeo. I've got videos of my monster fish I used to have. I'm just getting back into it again because my original alligator guard jumped out of the tank and broke his back and died. So it kind of made me upset for a while. I used to have a 24-inch arowana and a 20-inch clown knife, and they kind of killed the hobby for me when my alligator guard jumped out, my original one. So I just got my wife. She felt bad for me, and she got that gar for me last year for anniversary. So I've had that gar for a year now, and he's about 20 inches long. That's awesome. Back from the sky. That's a dream job. I would love to have that job. So you have your own pet store or something back from the sky, or you just clean people's tanks for a living? Because that's a pretty cool job. I mean, I'm sure the rich people would have somebody do that. Put an ad in the paper. I'll take care of your fish tanks for $100 an hour or something. For those guys out in Beverly Hills or something. That'd probably be a good business to do. It's easy. All you got to do is a 25% water change every week. Can't do that here in the cow country. Hey, take care, Thomas. Thanks for hanging out with us. All right, Thomas. I'm glad I was able to get this camera tested today. I wonder what it probably look different with that big light on. Yeah, if you're into the fish back from the sky, I got a whole section of fish. Yeah, yeah, because it doesn't get enough air on them to grow the bacteria. That's why I was saying I'm doing the drip system. Because that's what. Hey, later, Pyro. That's what grows the bacteria. Is the air going over the all that stuff. Yeah, I have to get going here pretty soon too. Oh, not yet. Oh man, oh, you have bad reception over there, Alex. And my dream fish is to have arapaima one of these years, maybe. They're hard to come by. I mean, like there's a couple places that you can get them from, but it is the timing's bad. Yeah, I thought about it back from the sky, but there isn't really. I'm in the cow country, so I'd have to actually move to a city in order to make a living off of it. Oh, gotcha. Back, yeah, yeah. That'd be a good little business for somebody cleaning out somebody's fish tank. You know, you're only there for a couple hours at the most, and you could probably do 6 or 8 jobs a day, charge $100 an hour, or even $50 an hour. All you're doing is cleaning the tanks, doing the water change or whatever, all the checking all the parameters or whatever. That'd be a pretty decent job. There's probably people that would love that because they don't know how to take care of their fish. Just do aquarium service. Oh yeah, where yeah? Are you in California? Because the Beverly Hills, that'd probably be a good place to do it. Yeah, it makes sense. Back from the sky. To I'll give you a tool belt while you're talking about working on fish tanks. I'll give you a tool belt. Yeah, okay. So you're a 2 week guy. Gotcha. I remember I belonged to that monster fish Facebook group, and there's the biggest debate on that thing. Hey, what's up, E? The biggest debate on there is people think they know everything, so they tell you how to run your tanks. So they go in there like, oh, you better be doing water changes twice a day, 50%. It's just ridiculous. You don't need to do that. What's up, E? And a lot of those guys are overkill. Like I don't understand. So there's some people that brag about doing a water change every single day. I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, you're killing the beneficial bacteria if you're doing a whole entire water change like that. It makes no sense. You're not even letting any bacteria do its job. Yeah, a lot of those guys they swear by it, but I don't know. I just do my 25% water change every week, and I don't have problems. I don't get ick. I mean, the only time I ever had ick was when I accidentally introduced a fish that I didn't realize had ick into a tank one time. As long as you do your water changes and you keep up with that, then you're fine. Yeah, I never heard of that before, but it could be. I'm not saying it's not true, but I've just never heard of it before. Yes, I've had Jack Dempsey's. I actually have a female flower horn right now, back from the sky. I bought two off eBay because you get a 50-50 chance one's going to be a boy. I bought two of them a couple years ago, and I had them both for about a year, and then the one got into the other side of the tank with the other one, and so she killed it, unfortunately. So now I have just one. I've had the same one now for 2 years, and it's a large female, very pretty. But yeah, I don't. I try not to keep any of those cichlids like that. The Jack Dempseys are the mean ones anymore. Yeah, we used to have the fire mouse, the Jack Dempseys, the comets, all that stuff back in the day. What's up, Asgard? We're shooting a breeze about fish. How's it going, EBR? I saw I saw one of your videos. Uh, I didn't watch it yet, but I saw the notification for it. It looked like you're flying somewhere else, other than your little tree park there. I have to check it out. Looked like you were flying somewhere else this time. Yeah, I'd take the camera in to show you the flower horn, but I don't want to unveil the new mini monsters yet because the tank is near it. I don't want to ruin the surprise. So maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow is when I go to do the unveiling of the mini monsters, I'll show you the female flower. And a lot of these guys have already seen her. Very, very pretty. Yeah, that's true. Exit. I mean, because you got to empty the tank and then you got to fill it. So that right there is time itself. Like if you're doing like sometimes if I miss a week, then I'll do a 50% water change. So that takes even longer. Oh, that's awesome. Wow. 2 feet wide and 30 inches high. That's crazy. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna be making mine either 5 feet wide or 6 feet wide. I'm not sure what I want to do yet because I'm worried about heat disbursement. I'm worried about how I'm going to heat the thing. I mean, obviously it's going to be insulated, so I shouldn't, in theory, lose a lot of heat from it. But it's going to be 8 feet long. And I'm planning on only using these two 300-watt ones. I've got these putting them like if you break the tank up into quarters, putting it kind of you got the edge here, here. That's what I'm thinking. Kind of evenly distributed. So there's the exact same amount of space between them. Oh, really? You're in New York back from the sky. That's awesome. I'm in New York as well. Yeah, exactly. Back from the sky. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I do. Like I said, I do my 25% water changes every week, and then I don't have any problems. Yeah. Yep. All right, Alex. Is that a recent one, or is that I got to dig for that one? Watch my video for heat reduction. Get a drill a bit and see the holes where there aren't holes yet. Oh yeah, green frogs in New York too. Yep. Queens. Yeah, I'm not there. I am 7.5 hours away from you back from the sky. I'm between Buffalo and Rochester. I'm dead center between Buffalo and Rochester. Yeah, see how the gar, if you look at the gar right now, you see how he has to tip up to turn? That's why I got to get that pond built really soon because that's how he turns. He already outgrew this tank. Oh, really? I wish I'd known that before. Hey, what's up, RJ's RC? Shout you out, RJ. What do you got on your channel, RJ? Do you have any content on your channel? The Snap-on RC truck had a bad battery pack that always got really hot. Everybody go check out RJ's channel. I'm sorry, what have you never heard of before? Let's see. The dark thing, growing the like the bio balls have to be in the dark. I mean, I guess it would make sense depending on how you set your filter up, because they'd be in the dark anyways. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, really, Alex. Yeah, I've never heard that it had to be mandatory that they had to be in the dark, but it does make sense because if you think about how most filters are set up, it's all in the dark anyways. Oh yeah, yeah. One of the fish I was hoping to get was a red tail catfish, but they didn't have any. And I guess before I got there, somebody came in and bought all five. They had five red tail catfish, and the guy bought them all. Every RC need breathing holes for improvement. I've seen Alex. I seen somebody. Oh, it was Perth West OZ. He put a little tiny fan above his battery on one of his cars that he did. That was one of the mods, like a little tiny computer fan. Somehow he rigged it so that it was running and the battery didn't get hot or it stayed cooler. Anyways, that was kind of cool. I saw that yesterday. It was just a really tiny one, but the fan was only as big around as a nickel or maybe a quarter. Uh, yeah, it is, Alex. It was really tiny, but it did the trick. I mean, think about it. He's only running the car for 15 minutes tops. so you don't really need an overpowered one, I guess. Tie fan into battery terminal slot on your receiver for cooling fan. Maybe that's what he did. I was thinking about that. Back from the sky. Yeah, yeah. I don't like having them showing because when the fish freak out, then they can hit them and get electrocuted or get hurt. That's why I don't have any decorations in with these guys. The bigger the fish, then there's less decorations because they can get hurt. And obviously, it's everybody's personal uh, preference to what they want to do with them. But I don't like if you look, you'll see um, the Oscar. The Oscar will chase the gar around and vice versa, and they freak out and they knock the filter pipes off all the time. So I'm constantly putting them back on. See, like this one's crooked. Now, or no, this one's crooked. Or this one's crooked, and that one's busted off. I gotta go put it back on again. They hit it all the time. What's up, Wakey? They run into them all the time, and then the same with the heater. They run into the heater all the time. That the heater is supposed to be on the rocks, above the rocks, but they hit it and knocked it up. So that's another reason why they got to go into a bigger tank now. It's just too small. It really is. As the used car salesman said, speed holes. So, Alex, what is up with you and BMXs? Do you work in a BMX garage, or do you just like taking apart BMX? The what do you call those? Not BMX. BMWs. I was thinking about putting the heaters in the sump back from the sky, but I didn't know if it would heat the 400 gallon or 450 gallon tank properly or not. That was my biggest concern is um, heat distribution, or whatever you call it. Not yet, Wakey. I'm still working on that. No, I feed them probably every other day or so. I don't feed them every day. Some RC bodies have holes to let air pass through and stop them from parachuting. Short course trucks specifically, I've seen distribution. You started a collection of them? Now, is that a place where you work, Alex, or is that just like your personal garage? Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Hey, just keep putting them videos up, man. They're hilarious, Alex. I love them. Yeah, I guess they only get to like a max of 5 feet, if that, in a hobbyist aquarium. I've seen them like 3 or 4 feet. But that's one of the reasons why I'm making my tank so wide, because the alligator gar gets huge, and then um, having a brain fart, and then the other mini monsters I got, they get huge, and that the red tail catfish gets huge. So that's one of the reasons why I want to build it. I haven't decided. It's either going to be 5 feet by 8 feet or 6 feet by 8 feet. Because I really don't want to have to build it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Like if I make it only 5 feet, then the guard gets to be 5 feet. Like then I got to rebuild another one down the road or something. Who knows? But I haven't decided yet. It's either gonna be 5 feet by 8 feet or 6 feet by 8 feet. I wanted to go with the white liner, but the liner that I thought I purchased that I thought was right wasn't right. It was like a sheet of plastic instead of the rubber stuff that I wanted. So I had to reorder black, which really stinks because I wanted the white to brighten the tank up. Hey, that's awesome, Wakey RC. Glad to hear that. I've noticed there's just a little tiny bit of lag that could be from the internet because I'm wireless on a laptop. So that's probably why like it'll freeze for a second. But other than that, it looks really good from what I can see. I should have put it on my TV is what I should have did to check it out. See how high def it is. See how good it is. I'm gonna put it on my big screen TV and see how crystal clear it looks. Because that's how I know whether or not it's good quality or not. I'll test it out on my TV here. What the heck? Yeah, I don't have any small fish to put in there. Only big ones. Oh yeah, it definitely looks even better on the TV. Hey, that's awesome, Mikey. Oh yeah, I'm looking. I'm I'm checking out my grill right on the TV. Yeah, that definitely looks way better than the laptop. That's for sure. I am next door, RJ. That's awesome. Hey, what's up? Guilt some? How's it going, brother? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, exactly, Wake. You'll be able to, if they sneeze, you'll be able to see them. Let's see which way I gotta go. I gotta go right. I gotta go like this so you can see them better. Oh, here he comes. Trying to stay out of the way from the fish. Don't forget that fish live in their own toilet. Try telling clients that they still feed twice, 3 times a day. Some of them people see to humanize. Yeah, they do that a lot with everything these days. They do that with dogs, cats, fish, everything. It's pretty crazy. Wakey. Yeah, you can see the you can see the TV in the tank. This camera is pretty good. And one of these days, that Oscar is going to become a snack. The guard is going to snack on him. I only have 2 of the original 4 Oscars that I bought. 2. Let's see. The first Oscar, the last one that died, it choked on some crayfish. It used to be the bully. It bullied the first one to death, which was a really pretty one. And then Big Red, which was the one that just died a few months ago. I threw some crayfish in there, and he ate so many of them that he choked on them. And then my other Oscar was bullied by the same one. That one's still alive, which my son took. He's got that in his tank right now, in his bedroom. So the only Oscar left is Pearl, and he keeps the alligator gar in check. Not enough aliens to do with RJ. 2 hairs.
Daddy,
What?
the pizza is done.
Okay, just take it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I cut it.
I can soon. Is it ready to be cut?
Yes.
Is it ready to be cut?
Huh?
Is it ready to be cut?
I don't got the pizza cutter.
Where is it? We'll go get your mom. Tell her to come down here and cut it. That's very true. Back from the sky. Yep. Yeah, when I do my water changes, the first thing I do is suck all the rocks out. Get all that crap out of there. And then usually by the time I'm done with that, then about 10 minutes later, then I shut it off, and then I switch it around and fill it back up again. Hey, what's up, Kings and Darwin? How's it going? Good afternoon. It's afternoon here. Good morning to you. I actually see like 6 of me, Wakey. Hey, Southpaw RC, how's it going, brother?
Daddy,
Thank you very much.
when I'm talking to Matthew, he's just saying, what?
You guys stop it.
He spit at me.
Go get your mom. Tell her the pizza's done. Oh, great for 7 a.m. It's 7 a.m. where you're at, Kings. How's it going, Southpaw? Yeah, we're just testing out this camera, shooting a breeze about what's coming up with the fish tank. I'm getting all the stuff together to build Garth's tank right now. I've been saying it for the past few months that I'm going to be building a bigger pond for him, and I've been getting the stuff to build it. So that'll be coming soon. It should only take me a couple weeks to get once I start it. It should only take me a couple weeks before I can put him into it. Before it's set up enough to put him in. Hey, that's awesome, Kings. Hey, we're still finishing up Thursday here. All right, back from the sky. Yeah, I was thinking Australia too, Green Frog. Kings is for the future. Yeah, this is cool. Like I can see 6 of me. If you look in the fish tank, you look down at the laptop, then the laptop shows the same thing, me in the fish tank, and then if you look at the fish tank and that, it shows the same thing, me in the fish tank. And if you look in the fish tank and that, it's like it's a continuation. Couple hours till Friday. Yeah, Wakey's a little bit farther ahead than we are. Yeah, I think tomorrow I got to go to work. And then next week is going to be kind of cold out. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I plan on working on the tank or the pond. I plan on working on it. And I can't really, once I frame it, I can't do anything further until the liner comes in. And the liner comes in by the 7th, I believe. So then once the liner comes in, then I got to start filling it with water. Then I got to build the filtration system, which I'm still trying to figure out which version I want to build. Do I want to pump the water out from the pond, or do I want to pump the water back in from the filter? I haven't decided yet. You're an hour away from Friday, E? Yeah, I'm about 6 hours. Let's see, what time is it? So about 8 hours, 7 hours away from Friday. What?
Marcus just took a chair and ran it.
Yeah, we'll tell your mom to get down here.
She said that she would come down in a few minutes.
What is she doing?
I'm talking to Kim.
What's up, Nameless Droner? How's it going, brother? How you doing today? They were shooting a breeze about the fish tank here. We're showing how this new camera works. It looks really good. The quality looks really good. Wonder what it looks like with the light on. Let me turn the light on. See if it interferes with anything. I don't think so. It actually looks pretty good with the light on. No, I'm thinking about putting it's blue board. You know what blue board is? I got 1/2-inch blue board. It's the stuff you put on the outside of a house. I'm thinking about using that because that'll act as something soft for the liner to lay on, and then it'll also help with insulation. Yeah. It's just make sure you break the tip of the hook off, Nameless. Just take the hook off. You can throw your line in there. It kind of stinks because all last summer I was using like real minnows from the creek to feed them, and then when it iced over, I couldn't feed them anymore. Those minnows. So I had to. This will be the first time I fed them live food, and probably since September or October, anyway, something like that. I didn't really want to do it, but I got some feeders for them, some goldfish. I'm not a real big fan on feeders from the pet store. Yeah, catch and release only, green frog. Probably not gonna be able to see the back of the fish tank. Oh, I see what you're saying up here. Ever consider painting the back of the fish tank? No, I don't really care for that too much. I don't really care for the looks of that when people paint them. I like the clear see-through look, unless you get an ugly wall like mine behind it. I got a closet behind mine that I can't even use. What's up, Centroid? How's it going, Centroid? Thanks for stopping in, brother. We're shooting the breeze, talking about the fish, talking about some upcoming projects. And then we'll be introducing the new mini monsters that will go in the pond eventually. We'll be introducing them Saturday. Yeah, it's not a very big closet. It's only as big as that door is. Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing back from the sky is once I put them down in the pond, I'm going to be catching like bluegill or sunfish. I'm going to freeze them. And then use them after they're frozen, thaw them out, so that way all the parasites and stuff are dead, and be able to feed them that way. Because he's pretty soon that's all he's gonna be able to eat is stuff like that. So that's my plan. I knew it was risky, but it's better than the fish from the pet store, anyways. Yeah, that makes sense. Back from the sky. I never thought of that. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I've seen that. I I saw that one time. I used to work for Service Master. It's a carpet cleaning business, and we were in this mansion. It was like a $1 million home. Like this place had a race car go kart track out in the backyard, like a real one, paved. And then they had a tree house. And in the tree house, they had cable TV. This is back before the internet, so they didn't have internet yet, but they had a telephone in there. And it was a tree house. And then downstairs in the basement probably had 6 different rooms in it. And 2 of the rooms, it was separated. The whole entire wall was a fish tank. So you could look from one room to the other through the fish tank. It was crazy. That'd be awesome, Kings and Darwin. Yeah, exactly, Centroid. Yep, you got it. Yeah, they had way too much money and didn't know what to do with it. And then one of the rooms, it was a game room, and at the time, they had like 3 or 4 different game systems. And at the time, it was like Xbox and PlayStation 2 and Sega something or other. It was all they were spread out on the floor, like 3 different game systems hooked up to this huge TV.
Feed bears, alligators?
Yeah. There you go, Nameless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We feed alligators. Wait, you're watching yourself on the screen?
Yeah, I wanted to see the quality of it.
I was watching you while talking to my sister.
Oh, really?
I had 2 windows open.
Well, how come yours says that? Is there a lag?
What?
The red. Oh no, somebody tagged you.
No,
Okay, somebody. Okay, gotcha. I was wondering why yours looked different than mine.
Yeah, it was Centroid. Hi, RJ. Hi, Wakey.
Hey, don't stand in front of the camera, hon.
I might break it. I know.
No. It's so crystal clear now.
Yeah, I might break it.
No.
What?
Yes. Just give me a second.
They'll see all the dimples on your head, on your face,
I have dimples.
all your wrinkles.
Oh. They see that no matter what.
Wakey says hey. RJ says
I
hey.
see. Right here.
Oh, gotcha. I forgot I needed a drink. Oh, where's my chocolate at?
It's upstairs.
Oh man. All right, so where's he? Back from the sky. So like I was talking about earlier, is I'm trying to figure out heat distribution. So the two different styles I'm thinking of, I haven't decided between the two different styles of a filtration system yet. And
I don't think so, Wakey. We'll be able to
yeah, exactly, Wake. You'll be able to get a better view of her products that she makes.
No,
Yeah.
of my
The 5
weird
TVs on the
faces.
same. Oh, that's insane! Back from the sky. So because I'm trying to figure out how to keep the tank heated, which shouldn't be a problem because I'm going to be insulating it. But I want to make sure I have the heaters set up in the right positions.
Censored, I don't have wrinkles. What?
Yeah, because it's going to be what?
I've been home in a home with 5 TVs on the same wall.
Because it's going to be a big. It's going to be a big setup, so I want to make sure that the heat gets distributed evenly. Like I thought about putting the heaters inside the sump, and I just didn't know if that would keep up heating the whole entire. Yeah, there you go, Axiomatic. I just didn't know if that would keep up with heating the whole entire tank. Yeah, threw some in their way. Threw a handful of pellets in there.
They're all gone.
Because there, like I said, there's one of two different ways I'm going to build this. And I haven't decided yet. Is I'm going to either build it so that way it drains from the pond into the sump, and then the sump pumps the water back into the pond, or I'm going to pump the water from the pond into a filtration system, and then have that feed back into the pond.
Axiomatic just came in. Someone said cookies. Put a propane burner under it. Nice and warm.
So those are the two styles of filtration I've been thinking. I'm trying to decide which is going to be better. Oh, it's like Kings. You need a tool belt, brother. We'll throw a tool belt on you. Make sure you smack them trolls that come in there. Whack them good. That's the only thing I ask is you whack them. Huh? Cool.
King.
Marcus won't even say what.
Hey, Matthew, stop it. Go.
He won't even stop saying what. Just ignore him.
That's okay. I'll deal with Marcus when I get off here.
Matthew just keeps on saying what?
Yeah, you guys both need to chill.
All right.
Gee.
Yeah, it's still
Let's see.
yeah, and he said
I don't have any wrinkles, Mickey.
Are you still talking about the wrinkles, hon? He's still talking about wrinkles? Oh, Centroid is now? As long as you have water running over the filters, it will heat. Worst case scenario, put it in the sump if you don't see and that it's working. Throw in it. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking that too. Back from the sky. I was thinking the same exact thing. Because I want to make sure the tank stays at least 80 degrees. And well, there's no heat in the basement, unfortunately. That's why I'm insulating it along the outside, and then doing blue board on the inside to try to keep all the cold out and the heat in. Like the basement gets like 50 degrees in the wintertime. So I don't want the basement to affect the pond at all. And I was originally hoping, I don't know if I'll have enough room or not, as I was originally hoping to have the sump underneath the tank and then also have that blocked in with blue board or something, have it wrapped around with blue board. That way the heat stays inside that too and there's no heat loss.
Don't start. You already done work that. It's work done.
Hey, back from the sky, do you have some kind of social media or some kind of messenger type thing so we can keep talking back and forth and throw around ideas so it's easier to get a hold of you instead of just talking to you on here? Because I'd really like to throw around some ideas with you with this build from one hobbyist to another. Yeah, because I built the it's either 550 or 600 gallon koi pond and I had no problems last year, but this is completely different because I'll be trying to heat this thing. I'd like to be able to discuss things with you over some kind of a social media platform of some kind, like some kind of messenger or something.
No, Wakey, pudding chocolate chip. What? What do you need? What do you need?
Drink.
Do you have one?
No.
Let me get some of your chocolate too.
My what?
Your chocolate.
My chocolate. Oh, I didn't
you
think of
asked
that.
for
I
it.
guess I was just looking for it to see if it was here. Where's Asgardian Adventures? We gotta get him out of work. He's probably working.
Asgard Studios is in here.
Yeah, Asgardian Studios there. Chocolate chip roll. Not for nothing, but 76 degrees is better. Oxygen is better processed by the fish in colder water. I'm just thinking for the type of fish that I got back from the sky. I used to keep things at 76, and for some reason they didn't like to eat. And then once I turned it to 80 to 82, then the fish would eat. So that's why I mean I would love to keep it at 76 because it's less of a headache. But anything below like 80 or 82, then my fish they wouldn't eat. They would just get really lethargic. I mean, I could try it again. I've I mean, I know the alligator gar will be fine with it, and the Oscar will be fine, but the other fish I have, they may have a problem with it because of where they come from. But I would love to be happy with 76 because I did that originally when I had the 130 set up originally with my original monsters. I kept it at 70. It was actually 78, and it was too cold for them. They didn't eat. Yeah, I've heard of them and I've seen them back from the sky. Yeah, those are nice. Those are amazing because the water just drains right down into the sump. I'm dealing with the liner, so I don't want to cut any holes in it. Because right now what I'm building is the cheapest
Hey,
way to make
you better knock it off.
the size that I need for my fish, basically.
Stop.
So this is what I got to work with.
Look at that can. You're done.
I can't have a huge, massive tank in the house because the joist wouldn't be able to support it and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm not building out of glass. It's just basically plywood setup. All right, Centroid. Take care. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. And this is a framed out, 2x4s and plywood kind of thing. And then I'm using a liner to hold the water. Because the size that I would need for a glass tank would be way too much money, more money than I could afford. And there's no place to put a glass tank anywhere. All right, Asgardian Studios, thanks for hanging out. All right. Let's see. You want to write that down, hon? You got a pen? His email?
I'll do a screenshot and write it down later.
Okay. I'll put mine in the description.
You can exchange phone numbers if you want.
Yeah, because I definitely want to keep you in the loop for pointers if I have questions. Oops, hold on.
I got it.
Okay. She's going to correct it. How do you hold on. Don't write that one down.
Boys,
that was wrong.
knock it off. Stop.
There you go. Mrs. RC wrote it. rccrazy@yahoo.com. Yeah, I definitely want to keep you in the loop because I may have questions. I'm pretty sure I'll have questions, or I'll ask your opinion on what I should or shouldn't do from one hobbyist to another.
Lily's taking a nap.
Oh yeah, I should be up all night.
She was grumpy. Yes. And you're upstairs like this.
Gotcha. Back from the sky. Yeah, I'd love to have it at 76. I don't have any of the original fish because like I said, after my original gar died, I donated my arowana and my clown knife, which the clown knife I had for I think 5 years. The arowana I had for 2 years. The alligator gar I had for a couple of years. And then when he jumped out and he died, then that kind of devastated me. It killed the whole hobby for me for a long time, for probably a good year. I didn't want nothing to do with the fish. It made me so sad. I donated my monsters to a pet store.
You didn't go.
I couldn't even go with Mrs. RC when she took them back. It devastated me. It took me a while to get back into it. I mean, when you have fish for years like that, it's like anybody with a dog or a cat. You invested time in there. You invested food into them. I mean, it may seem silly to other people because it's fish, but I don't think of fish as humans. But I definitely care for them. That's why I'm building a huge pond for the gar to grow out in.
It'll be a year on.
See, let's demand on your heater as well. Plus demand on, yeah, exactly. That's yep. Back from the sky. I agree. Hey, what's up, Crystal? How's it going? We missed you last night.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging out with us. We're testing out this camera, and it seems to be doing great. The sound is great. The video is great. And then we're discussing fish. We're on a fish topic. Yeah, me too, Wakey. See, that's the thing is Yeah, that's why. That's another reason why I got this camera like this. I can actually move this camera so you can actually see the fish instead of me. Let's see if I can figure out how to set this up quick. Let's see.
How long is it for? You would have to move to the side.
What?
They want to see more.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm doing.
Where's the extender?
Oh, there, you want to get it?
Oh,
Actually, I could just set it up like that. Maybe. I'll get it figured out.
I do it.
All right, hold on a second, guys. Making everybody dizzy. Is everybody dizzy now? Okay, let's see what kind of shot that is.
You gotta go down a little bit.
No, there's no easy way to do that.
You can't adjust.
Okay, can they see anything or what? Is that still a filter?
Hang it on the plug. Or, here. And put this up there and put it through.
There we go. How's that? It's still better.
Yeah, it's a little bit better.
But he's up here now. All right, there you go. All right, guys, check that out.
And mosey on down.
Let's see. Where's it? Look.
I'll just put it in there.
All right. All right, how's that, guys? You like that? Like the fish are talking to us. You guys still hear me?
What is your problem? Why do you keep hitting me?
Okay, let's see. These guys, I thought you were building something as well. Oh yeah, eventually I will be. It'll be a front viewing panel, like a plywood tank kind of thing. The front viewing panel.
Real life Finding Nemo.
Oh look! Look on my TV.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I can watch it on my TV.
Yeah, that tank needs to be, the glass needs to be cleaned.
Where's the camera?
It's right there.
In there.
How's that look, guys? You like that screensaver? Nope, not yet, Paul.
Real
But I'm
life
almost there.
screensaver.
That's relaxing. They can probably hear the fish tank, the filter. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh yeah, they can hear me, right?
Yeah, I was trying to.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can hear this.
well, it's noise canceling out too. Like
Yeah,
it
but
cancels
you can-
out.
You can
Yeah,
still
but it's
hear
not
it.
annoying.
No.
Like it's not overpowering. It's cool. That looks pretty cool, guys. Oh, geez, Chris, you gotta be kidding me. That's horrible. Hey, what's up, ASAP? How's it going, ASAP? We're shooting a breeze about some upcoming projects. Building a pond for my alligator gar, my monster fish I got. Where's my drink though? Did you give me a drink?
Yeah, it's
I
right here.
thought so, but I can't. Oh, there it is. Jeez, I lost it. When you get a chance, check out a website, magnador.com. It has magnet scrapers. You don't even have to put. Yeah, I got some of them back from the sky. I got one on my other fish tank in the living room. All right, Ed, that's awesome. We're looking forward to that. There he goes, eating. Yeah, get it. I'm watching them on my 65-inch TV, guys. That's awesome. That's pretty sweet. So, you know, this is what I want to be able to do, guys, when I have the when I have this pond set up down in the basement. I want to be able to watch the fish just like this. This is my whole goal.
I can see you watching them like upstairs.
What?
Like you wake up in the middle of the night, turn on TV, and watch them.
Yeah, same here at Kingsdar. Oh yeah, unless you're talking about me.
Nothing like watching real life
The Sasquatch is watching with you guys.
ones.
The audio is good. Yeah, definitely. It's got it says it's got background cancellation on it. So any kind of background noise, it cancels out. Yeah, it says built-in noise reducing mic. So any kind of background stuff, it cancels it out, which is nice. Yeah. Where'd ASAP go? Is he in there still?
We're not done with your floor. Is that hallways not clean? Bottom of the stairs isn't clean? Your homework's not done?
That was really cool. That is awesome. This is
Can you get me a tea, please? Not mine.
yeah, see now.
Oh, here comes Pearl.
Yeah. Oh, he's coming to check it out, guys. He's like, what are you guys looking at?
Oh, she went down.
Here he comes.
Name him Boy.
All right, Wakey. Oh wow, check it out. He's looking at it. Oh, it's a lag. Where do they set fishing go?
Is the camera in here? I'm done with the recording. What? Oh.
They call this a burrito. There's no beans in it.
Probably because it makes too many people fart. So what do you guys think so far? You guys like this camera setup? I think it's good. It was only $24 at Walmart, guys.
You see what he said.
I don't think you'd be able to hear back from the sky. What the heck is in the tank? There's something blue in there.
Rocks.
That don't look like a rock. It's like a blue turd. Something.
Your plugs were good.
Duct tape.
Hey,
See when I eat, they feel
Do they hurt? Like pressure on them?
it's cool.
different textures.
That's pretty funny.
Duct tape don't work.
Now imagine watching them when they're feeding live fish. That'd be awesome. Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out why he said that. Oh, duct tape. Okay, gotcha. So this is what I was talking about, guys. Is having a camera set up just like this, but down in this pond. That way I can sit there and I can watch them swim in the pond, and then the same with the koi pond. Have the camera underwater in the koi pond.
Lower the angle. It's too high. Practice. I see if we can lower it.
Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can or not. Oh yeah, I can. Let's see what that looks like.
I want that on my key. I can see back to the sky. There you go.
Now there's a glare. There's a little bit of a glare now. Uh-oh.
Not that. No, it's from the
No,
window.
it's from the
window.
No, it's showing a glare of this glass. Oh, it's not too bad. It's okay.
Yep. Made a little bit better. I see a lot of reflections in there.
Oh. And we're feeding goldfish to the Oscars as well because sometimes they have their little gold sparkles all over. Yeah. This will be the first on Saturday. If you're watching on Saturday, this will be the first time that I put this will be the first time I fed him goldfish. Well, no, it ain't. I fed him leftover goldfish from the koi pond. But this will be the first time I fed him feeder goldfish from the pet store. He's still eating. I wish it was more bright. That's all. I wish I had a better light on it. More light somehow. I mean, it doesn't look bad on the TV. That was pretty good on the TV. Look at the Oscar. He's like, what is that thing? I know somebody's watching me. And Pearl's like, what is watching me? I know something's over there. Something's different over there. Oh, you couldn't see. Oh yeah, you couldn't see me too well.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. That's awesome.
Oh, there you go. You get to see the door eat.
Yeah.
That's because it's at the other side of the tank.
Yeah, it's because it all has to do with
He's coming back this way.
it all has to do with the light, because the light is centered and it's not very bright. I only have one.
The light don't go all the way across. But you could
Oh yeah, I could have put that in here.
the one on the
Yeah, I don't know
Put
why I
over
didn't.
here.
The light out there.
good.
Oh, I ain't worried about it because it needs to be out there anyway. So when we film out there, we can show the Coy Tuesday.
Coming closer.
Look, Daddy. Look at.
Oh, we
I know he was
quarantined
watching
for a
me.
little bit.
Yeah, we quarantine them for a little bit back from the sky, but it doesn't matter. I mean, if they got parasites, they got parasites. Nothing you can do about it.
What can you go how? Look at next to the boat. Yeah, next here. Mommy.
Why is that off?
Oh, you turned it off?
Well,
Want me to turn it back on?
yeah, I guess.
To 1 or 2?
Oh, man.
It'd be nice to be able to do like a live stream like this. People could just watch the fish.
How you talk?
Turn on.
Don't use your, that's why your teeth.
Hey, don't do that, Marcus.
Mommy. Maybe turn it back on. I'm gonna have to sit her chores.
You have laundry and you didn't put clothes away. You didn't start the move.
Yes, go on.
You move it without
Making it.
Marcus not gonna.
Not this.
What? That's
Just
about.
the pellet. Oh, right out of camera. Awesome. Now I snap it up.
I did years ago. Back from the pet sky. Back from the sky. The pet stores years ago. They actually look. They don't. Lately, they haven't been looking too bad. But when I first got into the hobby, the feeders that they used to have at the pet stores were horrible. They were all lethargic, malnourished. There's like no nutrients in them whatsoever.
Goes cat. Goes down me.
Yeah, I would do. If I were to do the live streams of the fish, it'd probably be like before I go to bed, I'd turn the camera on live or something, let it run all night, or maybe on the weekend during the day or something like that. Just hit stream and broadcast them. That's what I would do. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Green Frog.
Is it you?
I think a lot of people would want to watch them. I think. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool. Back from the sky.
He keeps putting them in his mouth and spitting them out.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's true.
He chews them and he spits them out.
He's swimming backwards. Do the moonwalk.
Yeah. And then you clean all the splashing.
Mm-hmm. So it's not too much. It says rapid feeders, but for not maintaining that feeder tank well. I'm not sure if you know this. Most feeders don't see any connection. Yeah.
Live chat.
Lily's sleeping, Moses. You hear him? Lily. Lily. Huh?
For the live tank, you gotta get more water out of it.
So you're doing good.
So I emptied some of the
Yeah, I
water out.
see that. I wonder if there's another airstone in there. Why buy one when you have one? They never show these fish on screensavers.
Yeah, that's the real thing. He's going after bubbles.
We've fattened them up before. Lily is sleeping, Moses. Yeah. Ah.
Yeah, the guard grabbed a hold of the Oscar before a long time ago.
Isn't he the one that drove?
Yeah, I see that. I see that back from the sky. The front needs to be cleaned too. It's got dried water all over the front from splashing.
Which one grabbed the hold of the plastics? Was that the other one we got? I didn't clean the glass.
What?
I didn't clean off the front of the glass. The water change. I'm splashing.
I thought we had more than one of those magnet cleaners.
I was gonna go live the last time I cleaned this tank, but I didn't.
Oh,
Don't wipe your mouth on me.
Marcus, stop it. Yeah, a lot of times they don't look very good at all. This would be good. This would be great for the live feeding.
Yeah.
Having the camera set right there. I just need whatever happened. It's another light. I don't remember where we did the lights.
They might be.
No, I never tried that back from the sky. I never tried that.
I don't know. I think I put them on the 75. The rest don't work.
Huh?
The lights that did work, we put on the 75.
Actually, I have those shop lights. Those are 6-footers, right?
Hmm?
Which I could do is, well, I'm not going to need it eventually because I got the big one my dad gave me. I think that's was a 6 or 8-footer. That's a big one. Anyways, that's the one I was going to put on the pond.
You said that you would talk about the inside. The inside of your tank is.
Oh,
Yeah, probably. I didn't get a chance to scrub the inside. I only had time to clean the rocks.
they look out pretty.
Just come to say hello.
So, yeah, we should probably get going. Here we go.
Hello.
That's awesome.
It is mixed up.
It's just the leg.
What's mixed up?
It says it was messed up from when he circled around in the tank.
Oh, yeah. Because I'm watching three different
What's going that way?
views.
But
What's going that way?
There's poop.
which one did it?
Oh, it's a snail attached to poop.
Oscar. Eating snails.
I don't know. It's a snail. Maybe. All right, guys. I think that's gonna be it for me tonight. I just wanted to get on here and share with you guys this camera upgrade. Yeah, all the lights are off right now. The only light that's on is the light that's in what?
Outside.
Yeah, the only light that's actually on right now is the fish tank light, but I only have a short double bulb one. It's like a 2-footer in there. That's why it's so dark in the tank.
The outside.
There's not. I do have a 6-foot light, but it's on the koi tank right now.
Bye, Ed.
Okay. Hey, good to see you too, Ed. We're gonna head out here tonight, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. And I'll definitely get a hold of you back from the sky. And we'll continue discussing stuff with the pond built and stuff. Oh, really?
We have lights, but the bulbs don't work. He's in there.
Yeah, he's been in there, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the fish.
And still.
I see how you can't even turn it off. You still turn around, it just barely. It just sucks.
Now you have to fix it.
Yeah. All right. All right, back from the sky. You guys have a good night.
You almost slipped me. You almost slipped me.
STD fish. RJ said.
Yeah.
Oh,